Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new season of MXGP, the FIM Motocross World Championship, where this weekend we go once again with the MXGP of Great Britain. We're at Mattia Guadagnini. My name's Paul Malin, Lisa Leyland alongside me, and this is our first studio show of the season as well. So fortunately, we've not had too much time to miss MXGP because I think we've just celebrated the shortest off-season ever. But speaking of which, off-seasons, Lisa, good to see you. You're smiling.
I am smiling. Do I not usually smile?
You're not wearing a mask.
Oh, yes, I know. I feel free. I feel liberated. Did you miss me, Paul?
I missed you. I missed that smile. I'm not missing the masks, but how was your off-season?
It was good. Family time, quality time at home. And you were riding some dirt bikes yourself, weren't you?
I was. I had 2 months down in New Zealand, which was great, riding 3 days a week and the 5 weeks that we managed to go riding. So absolutely enjoyed that. But more importantly, I'm looking forward to being here.
Back to business. Might
be a week later than planned. Eunice did one. Franklin has done one. No winds, no bad weather forecast this weekend. We are going to be ready to go for what should be an exciting round of the FIM Motocross World Championship. And you know what?
What?
Last year was so spectacular. The closest ever season finale that we'd ever witnessed. And in case you missed it, let's just have a quick recap. Here is a 1 minute clip of last year's best action.
We thought the 2020 MXGP season had thrown everything at us. We were wrong.
Oh, Gajser throws it down!
It's difficult to believe that I'm fighting for the 5th world title, you know.
Oh!
I was like, let's pull out because it's almost impossible.
He's somehow got himself back into this race. He goes around the outside. The crowd on their feet.
We start really good this season. We are looking more for a GP win now.
There is absolutely nothing in there. It ends in tears. Bikes and bodies in the track.
We need to be there every single weekend and you cannot have anything happening basically.
That's Renaux! He is crowned MX2 World Champion.
Welcome back to our live studio show here on MXGP TV, on Facebook, and also on YouTube. But our first guest is here with us now, and of course, Maxime Renaux, last year's MX2 World Champion, riding this year for the Monster Energy Yamaha Factory MXGP team. Maxime, good to see you, first of all. And obviously, fantastic season last year in MX2. Are you looking forward to the new challenge in MXGP, first of all?
Yeah, sure. Like you said, fantastic season last year. Really got the job done, getting that first world title, so it was really an achievement for me. And now looking forward to a new goal. Coming in the new class, new bike, 450, so it's going to be a new challenge, but I'm ready for it.
And have you had to change your program in any way, shape or form, you know, going from 250 to the 450? Have you had to change your riding style or your fitness regime?
No, actually, I just kept on going on the same way of training. You know, it worked out last year. So, yeah, just kept on working with the same people around me. And we did a great job this winter. Like you said, it was a short winter. So yeah, just happy to be back here. I'm feeling good, feeling just ready to go back on track, you know, and go racing. So let's see.
Obviously, you've done your winter training a little bit down in Sardinia, but you managed to ride a pre-season race at La Capelle Marival. A lot of people were surprised that you won the event, all 3 races. Were you surprised? And if so, what has that done to, you know, to start your campaign?
Yeah, it was really good to start the season with a 3-race win, like you said. First pre-season race went really well in La Capelle. Just had an amazing feeling with the bike, like during this winter actually. I was really happy that stepping from the 250 to the 450, I could find the same kind of feeling on the bike, suspension. It was just the engine changing, but the engine really helps me. I like the torque of the bike and the power, so I can really use it as benefit. So let's see what we can bring this season.
Obviously, as an MX2 rider, you won the Grand Prix here last year. A track you like?
Yeah, for sure. Every track you win on, I think you like it. So yeah, it's a really nice track. But Even if I would not have win, you know, it's such a nice track with really wide open corners and big jumps, perfect ground. So I think it's basically more or less the favorite tracks of every rider. So really looking forward to start here.
What about the weather conditions here? Obviously, I was walking around the track earlier today. Looks quite in good condition.
Yeah, it looks like Eunice did a great job. But
yeah. Well, somebody did a great job. I think Eunice.
Yeah, actually, no, the track looks really prime. There's nothing to say. It's just perfect conditions for MX weekend. So really looking forward to ride this one.
And how are you settling in at the new team? Obviously, you were with Hans Corvus on the MX2 side last year. Now you're with Louis Voster's side. You've got two fantastic teammates, Jeremy Seewer, Glenn Coldenhoff. How have they been? Have they helped you settle in? And how's the camaraderie with everybody in the team?
Yeah, actually, I feel really good with the team. I already knew them because Yamaha is quite close, you know, so I already used to talk and see them and have some moments with them. Now coming into the team, I bring my training mechanic from Hans' team to Louis' team. So it's also a base for me, you know, to have still the same people working around me. I have a French mechanic now as a race mechanic, Valentin, so he's really experienced and really good mechanic. So I feel really in a good bubble, let's say, and ready to rock that 450.
All right. Well, look, Maxime, thanks for joining us here today. All the best for the brand new season, and of course, as a rookie in MXGP. Good luck tomorrow and for the rest of the year. Maxime Renaux,
very much.
Thank you.
Maxime.
Right, our next guest will be Tim Gajser, and he is going to make his way to us. Lisa, this one is all down to you.
I know. Hi, Tim. All good. Good to have you and good to see you here. We're here in Vialle at the season opener. Five podiums here so far. You've had a first, a third and a second. Good track for you? Good feeling here?
Yeah, actually, I'm always really excited coming here, you know. I think everybody likes the track here in Vialle Basin. It's an amazing track, really fast, huge jumps. So, yeah, really looking forward to go finally racing.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, this year you are going for your 5th world title. Just tell us, did you learn anything last year that you can bring into this year to improve?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I try to learn as much as possible every year, you know, trying to make the weak point, especially now in the off-season. I was working a lot on the starts because I saw that last year my weakest point was the start, where I lost a lot. So, yeah, hopefully we improve. I did a lot of starts, so we will see. I hope it pays off.
How many starts?
I don't know. I didn't count, but a lot.
Well, last year, the weather, we expected rain. It didn't arrive. This year, we've actually had a lot of rain yesterday, and the track is looking fantastic. Would you agree? And how has it shaped up now that we've had a bit of rain?
Yeah, I just did a walk like 1 hour ago, and the track is in perfect shape. I think tomorrow with some EMX riding as well, before we are going on the track gonna get rough, some deep ruts. I think it's gonna be really nice for racing. I think the only problem gonna be like low sun, especially towards the end of the day. But we are kind of like used to. For the last couple of years, we came here quite early in the year, so we know already what to expect.
Does it just get a little bit more sticky and more technical, I guess, with a bit of wet weather?
Yeah, I mean, like the track is getting deeper, you know, the ruts are getting deeper, so we destroy the track a bit more. Also more lines in the corner, so I think it's going to be nice.
Just tell us, how important is it for a rider to get off to a good start at the beginning of the season? How does that affect you going forward the rest of the year?
I think it's important. Of course, you want to start the year on a good note. But again, we all know that we have 20 GPs, so you know, it's just 1 out of 20, so a lot of racing left. But yeah, I think it gives you motivation, confidence for the future, you know, for the next rounds.
We've just had Maxime here, and he said obviously his track here in Vialle Basin is a favourite of many riders. What is it about this track, do you think, that the riders like so much?
Like I said, I mean, the track is really wide open. It's, I think, one of the longest tracks that we have in our calendar. It's over 2 minutes. Like I said, big jumps, huge speeds, you know, nice turns, so a lot of ruts, stuff like that. So, yeah, I think that's...
Are you glad that your teammate's back? Mitch Evans, after missing all of last year with injury, he's now back. Is he making you laugh all over again?
Yeah, I'm really stoked for him to be back. It's been a big injury for him, you know, so really happy to have him next to me on the races. Also, Ruben gonna join us this year, so we're gonna be 3 HRC riders on the starts, on the track. So yeah, it's good for the team.
A moment ago, you mentioned that if we have good, sunny weather on Sunday, the sun is going to be quite low. How much of a problem was that last year? Because I noticed during the second race, they had that first 10 minutes and then everybody seemed to settle down, you included. Is that going to be the way to play this one as well? Because it's the first round.
Yeah, last year actually was not too bad because we came here quite late in the year, around July, something like that. But I remember 2 years ago and also 3 years ago, 2019, 2020, when we came quite early, around March. It was a problem. Already, like, first moto, was quite okay. But for the second one, especially having a second moto around 4 o'clock, we saw how low the sun was today. So if it's going to be clear sky, it's going to be definitely it's going to be the same for everyone, but it's not going to be perfect.
All right. Well, look, Tim, we're out of time. Thanks for joining us, Tim Gajser. All the best this weekend and, of course, for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thanks,
See you at the track. Our next guest, I believe, is Jago Geerts, and he's on his way right now. Tom Vialle, sorry. So we've got a bit of a switch. So,
hey.
Lisa, you take this one.
Tom, good to see you. Tom, let's just have a regroup. Talk about last year. It was a difficult one, wasn't it, when you reflect on it?
Yeah, wasn't like I hoped, of course. I started good the season last year. I won in Russia, both moto, and then I had an injury on the end. Was tough to accept it, and but after the summer break, I came back strong. I won a lot of races. Everything went back in the right direction, let's say. So I was quite happy to end the year on a good note, let's say.
Absolutely. And talking about ending the year, did you have much time off after Mantova?
Yeah, I had a small problem on the foot, so I had to stop for 2 months, almost until Christmas. I start only in January to ride, so it's 1.5 months more or less that I ride with the bike. It's not the best, of course, the best winter I had, but I feel ready, actually. I feel good on the bike for the last few weeks, and I feel ready to race.
What was the problem? I
had a small crack in the bone in my right foot after Mantova. So actually it was a small injury, but took a little bit of time, almost 2 months. But physically I could train good, so I'm happy about this. And I'm not maybe riding at my best level, but I'm pretty good at the moment, I'd say.
So you are ready to fight for another title?
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously, again, like most of the riders, they've had some pre-season races. I think Hawkstone Park was your last one, or did you go to La Capelle as well?
No, Hawkstone Park was the last one, yeah.
And was that the only one you did?
No, I did also La Capelle, but was before
yes.
Hawkstone, yeah.
And how were they? Because difficult conditions in both, muddy and rutty in La Capelle and deep wet sand at Hawkstone?
Yes, we have both raced a little bit in a muddy condition, let's say, and La Capelle wasn't the best, to be fair. We improved a lot. Hawkstone was good. I almost catch a win there, so was nice, to race in those conditions. In the race condition is always different than on training, so I like to do some pre-season race. We improve a lot on the bike the last 2 weeks again, so I'm definitely ready to race tomorrow. And
just really quickly, before we let you go, you have a brand new bike, new chassis, new engine, new everything. What's the biggest advantage with that bike?
I think the grip. The bike on the frame is really good. I like a lot. It's completely different than the old bike, but also the sensation is a little bit different. But it's definitely a really big advantage, and I really like it a lot. And
again, another rider who likes this track, I'm sure. We've got about 20 seconds. Are you looking forward to getting back to action around here? Yeah, it's a beautiful track, I think, for everyone, and I'm really looking forward to race. Nice track, nice jump. Everything is... I think for every rider, we enjoy a lot the track. All right, Tom Vialle, thanks for joining us here at Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. Right, let's meet our next guest, of course, Jago Geerts. I'm guessing there was just a slight delay with him getting here, but he is here. So, Jago Geerts, Monster Energy Yamaha Factory MX2. Good to see you. You spent some time in the USA over the winter. How was it?
Yeah, it was really nice in the US. It's really different than in Europe, so it was a really nice experience. I also went to 2 of the Supercross races, so yeah, really nice to watch and also really fun to train. So it was a little bit different than going to Sardinia or Spain, and I think I want to do it also in the next couple of years if it's possible. And I guess good weather, but do you feel that because you were out there with such good weather,
you were able to have the best possible chance and the best possible winter preparation?
Yeah, just in general, I had a really good winter. Did a lot of physical training, a lot of riding, all went really well. So not just only because of the US, but just in general, my winter was really good.
We mentioned it to all the riders here. Mattia Basin seems to be the favourite track of everybody on the calendar, you included, I guess. What are your thoughts on the track at the moment in terms of the condition? And I guess you, like I say, it goes without saying, you love the layout here.
Yeah, because of the rain the last couple of days, the track looks really good. Not too wet, not too dry, so I think it will be really nice for tomorrow, and maybe on Sunday they will even need to water the track. So yeah, I think it's perfect. Something
we haven't mentioned so far, the 2-day format is back. We've been doing 1-day format since 2020. Is that something else you're looking forward to, having that extra time on the bike to, you know, be ready to race on the Sunday?
I think it's for sure a little bit less stress than only riding on Sunday. Now you can set up the bike a little bit more on Saturday and then be ready for Sunday. So I think it can be an advantage for when you are struggling a little bit in the beginning.
You've got no Thibaut Beniston, your teammate, is off this weekend, but you do have Andrea Bonacorsi stepping in as a first-timer in MX2. Yeah. Have you been able to give him any help or advice, or don't you think he needs it this weekend?
I didn't see him yet today, so I think, yeah, for sure he's a really good rider, has good technique, so he will not need a lot of advice. I think it's just really fun for him to do now one GP and gain a lot of experience, and maybe when he steps up to the MX2 class, he will already have the feeling a little bit for the next time.
And what are you hoping for this weekend? I know it's the first round. Obviously, you can't win the championship this weekend. So what is the plan?
Yeah, for sure. I tried to win the GP. Okay. But, yeah, that's always difficult. First GP is always a little bit special. You don't know what the other riders are going to do. So, yeah, we will see. Just want to do my best and have a solid result at the end of Sunday night.
All right, Jago Geerts, Monster Energy Yamaha Factory MX2. Thanks for joining us. And again, all the best this weekend and for the rest of the season. Our next guest is going to be Jorge Prado, and I believe he's on his way. And let's talk to him next.
Hello. Hello, guys.
And Jorge Prado, of course, this year, Red Bull Gas racing, factory racing this year. So new colours.
I can't get used to it. It's just like,
even in the paddock. Like normally we see the two Red Bull KTM trucks all joined. You're on your own. How is it?
Yeah, so it's great. For the moment, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's nice to have a new motivation. You see yourself in different colors. So yeah, it's like I said, new motivation, and the team is doing a great job. We are all very happy and ready to start the season.
And I guess a new challenge as well, because obviously, whilst it's a new brand, you know, like I say, a new challenge for you, new season. Are you looking forward to that whole challenge thing as well?
Yeah, it's a new challenge for everyone. We are wearing red right now, so my gas it's the only on track. We will try to do our best. We have a very strong group of people around us, and we work very hard this off-season to get everything ready for the first round. Hopefully the weather stays dry and we can enjoy our first race of the season.
There's been a lot of talk that KTM have a new bike. I know Husqvarna have. Is that something that's shared by you as well? Are you fortunate to have that?
Yeah, the KTM group built a completely new bike for this 22 season. And it's a better bike, so that's very positive coming into a new season, knowing that we have something better than we had in the last years. I feel very comfortable, even more than last year. So hopefully we can start the season in a good way and keep it rolling.
You have 35 Grand Prix victories, but you've never won here at Mattia Basin.
Right.
I guess that would be something you're looking forward to changing this weekend.
Yeah. I'm always coming for... Yeah, to get the win. So why not? Like you said, Matterley, it's a special place because it's a track that we all like, or for the most of the riders. But in my case, for example, I never even get a victory over here. So I've been close a couple of times, but hopefully we can make it happen this weekend and get out of here with a big smile.
Well, talking of big smiles, obviously next week we're in Mantova. 2 weeks later we go to Argentina. We're back in Patagonia. I believe they speak Spanish down there.
Yeah, right.
Big fan base. Looking forward to going back there and, you know, getting in contact with those guys and girls in South America?
Yeah, I mean, South America, Argentina, it's a great place to go racing, especially if you're Spanish like myself.
Are you Spanish?
Yeah, a little bit. Born in Spain, so I guess I'm Spanish. And no, it's great that they speak Spanish because we are quite close. You know, the fans with the rider and the support. It's incredible. The last years that we've been racing there, I felt a lot that support. It's like a second Grand Prix more or less. So will be great. It's a great track as well. A nice trip, a nice place to go racing, and hopefully we can enjoy a very nice race. And hopefully the crowd can enjoy again the races as we didn't have GP over there in the last year. So will be great.
All right, well, look, Jorge Prado, we are out of time. Red Bull Gas Factory Racing, good to see you in red.
Thank you.
And enjoy your weekend. And, yeah, hopefully you'll be celebrating from the top step
hopefully,
of the podium for the first time. And win number 36. Jorge Prado, everybody. Time to meet our next guest.
Thank you, Jorge. Okay, up next we have Mattia Guadagnini, Red Bull Gas Factory Racing. Hi, Mattia.
We just thought we'd save them the airfare, bring them up together.
Yeah, it's easier that way. Okay, 4th last year in your rookie MX2 season. When you look back, were you happy with that? Were you happy with your performance?
Yeah, of course. I didn't expect to be on the top. The goal was to be on the top 5 for sure for the first season. But yeah, I didn't expect to be on the podium to win GP. So yeah, it started like this. I was happy. I was having fun. Then in the end, I just went a little bit not so good. But yeah, I'm proud of my first season. A lot of experience for this year. So I'm starting already on another level, I think, and we will see for sure.
What were your highlights of last year?
The best moments?
Yeah, for sure. My first podium here. I have good memories, and my first race win also here, and I like a lot the track. And of course also Majora, my first GP win. It was unbelievable. I went second and first, and in Italy it was just amazing. And also taking the red plate was unbelievable. Just the perfect weekend.
What about, yeah, I was just going to say, a certain Motocross of Nations?
The biggest thing. Yeah, sorry, I was forgetting about this, but yeah.
How did you forget about that?
No, it was also there. Even just to be in the team was a dream for me. That from when I was a kid, I was always looking to the Motocross of Nation and to be in the team Italy. Racing in Mantova in Italy and then take the win was really unbelievable. Also to do it with Tony and Alessandro was really impressive, and yeah, for sure.
Well, obviously no Tony Cairoli this year. Has the feeling been different for you at all in the off-season, at the test track? How's it changed?
Yeah, it's a little bit different without Tony. It's still in the team, still riding, still training, testing the bike. So it's not always, but it's also together with us in the training. So it's not that different, but we're feeling, yeah. And as a Tony fan, I'm a little bit sad of this, but yeah, it's just like this. So we're taking the best, and I think I learned a lot from him last year, and yeah, we're gonna miss him, but yeah, it's like this.
Yeah.
But you do have another MX2 teammate, don't you, with Simon Langenfelder?
Yeah. Just make it up as you go along.
Make it up. It must be quite nice to have another MX2 rider as well in training. How's that been for you?
Yeah, for sure, it's nice. He's a really good guy. We are really good friends, and it's important also to me to have another 250 guy to training. Not training alone. Last year I was training with Jorge and Tony, but to have another MX2 rider is different. You have more the feeling, you can really see how it's going, so it's good for training for me and also for him. So I'm really looking forward to see how it's going now to the racing, because we're training a lot in the winter, but now for the race it's going to be different for sure, and I'm going to give my best, and I think also him for sure.
Perfect. Mattia Guadagnini, thanks for joining us, and all the best this weekend.
Great moustache as well.
Yes. Our next guest is Glenn Coldenhoff.
I
think he went from boy to man.
He looks like 10 years older with that moustache.
Glenn Coldenhoff, Monster Energy Yamaha Factory MXGP. Good to see you. I mean, 7th overall last year in the championship. How would you describe last season before we think about 2022?
Was a bit inconsistent,
yeah.
And normally I'm the guy who is consistent, so that was definitely a bit off. But
obviously the results hasn't been that great, but also like races like Oos, in the end Arco di Trento, you know, I showed some good things also. So we'll take the positives and we'll go on to this year.
Obviously, you've had one season on the Yamaha now. What have you learned from riding it last year, the new 450, or the 450 being new to you in blue? And what kind of changes have you made to sort of help you this year?
Just a lot of riding, and especially last year, a lot of testing. I would say coming into this year, you know, the most I did last year. And for me, I'm happy with my bike. I'm happy with where I'm at the moment. So I'm feeling really good.
A couple of weeks ago, there was a pre-season race. Probably not the best preparation for what should have been the Grand Prix here last week. But Hawkstone, were you happy with the way you rode there?
Actually, you know, I wanted to race also another pre-season race, but I got sick on that one, so I had to skip. And yeah, obviously only had Hawkstone Park, which was obviously was in England, so the weather, you know, wasn't that good. But really,
England?
Yeah. And no, but I was feeling good. We had a few things to work on, but yeah, I won the super final, so I ended on a positive note there, and yeah, it gave me some good feeling for this weekend.
The last two seasons we've been running a lot of triple headers and double headers, and the last part of the last year was 13 races in 10 weeks. Are you looking forward to have a normal calendar again now? You know, just 1 week on, 1 week off, a couple of races here and there? Yeah,
I really do. Also the 2-day format, you know, in the beginning I thought the 1-day format, was pretty nice. But then 3 races in 1 week, you know, is quite tough. And I'm usually a guy who takes a bit of time, you know, find a good setup and be better on racing on Sunday. So I really like the 2-day format again. And yeah, it will suit me better.
All right, well, hopefully the track suits you here as well this weekend. It looks perfect, looks primed, ready to go finally. Glenn Coldenhoff, thanks for joining us. All the best this weekend and for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Glenn. OK, joining us now, we have Kai de Wolf, Nestana Husqvarna Factory Racing. Hi, Kai.
He fell asleep in the greenhouse over the winter. He's now 7'8" tall.
Doubled in size. Kai, you've got your rookie season out the way. Do you feel any extra pressure now that you've had that level of experience under your belt now?
No, there's not really much pressure more on myself. Yeah, for sure I put a little bit more pressure on myself, but yeah, from the team, they still just want me to go out and do my thing weekend on weekend. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to start racing.
Well, quite a strong off-season. You won a couple of pre-season internationals. Does that give you a little bit extra confidence now starting the season?
A little bit, yeah, but those races were still pre-season races, so yeah, it doesn't say much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what I said already, to start the GPs. And yeah, also with the 2-day format, it's going to be new for me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
4 podiums last year, as well as a race win. So this year, what's the goal? Do you feel ready now to fight for a title?
Yeah, for sure. I'm always wanting to go for the title. But I think it's clear to say that we can have a realistic goal to be in the top 5. That's going to be the main goal for me. And just try to be consistent every single weekend. Yeah, just stay consistent in both motos. Not get one really good moto and then the second moto struggling. So, yeah.
Okay, well, obviously you got a new teammate, Ruben van der Moosdijk. Yeah. How's it been with him?
Yeah, it's been pretty good with him. We're having a lot of fun. Yeah, and we're doing all our training together. So we're spending a lot of time, almost every day. Yeah. I think we have been together this winter. So, yeah, it's pretty fun.
Is it an advantage having a Dutch teammate? You think? Just for like the bants and the having a good laugh, yeah, the banter, you know, the jokes and the sense of humour.
Yeah, I think it is because yeah, it's easier to make some jokes in Dutch than in English. So yeah, for sure it's easier.
Tell us a joke in English.
I was about to say the same thing.
I don't know.
Knock, knock. No, I'm not going to go there. Okay, so Ruben van der Moosdijk and yourself. Would you say Husqvarna's got actually one of the strongest MX2 teams in the paddock now?
I think, yeah, as you could see at the pre-season races, we got a pretty strong team. So, and we're training always together, even on the bike. And yeah, we're similar speed, so I think it really helps a lot to make each other stronger. So, yeah, I think we're really good and ready to go for the season.
We've got about 30 seconds left. What did you do when you left here last week then? You left here Saturday. Did you go back to Europe? Were you riding on hardpack again just to get rid of the boredom?
Yeah, we went. I went back home to Holland, and then I went together with the team to France with some other GP riders, and we had 2 really good days in France. So yeah, prepped for the hardback and ready to go this weekend again.
Track looks nice now, though, doesn't it?
Looks really good. Yeah, just did track walk and it's perfect conditions now, so ready to battle.
All right. Well, look, Coldenhoff, Bastan, Husqvarna, Factory Racing. There's a lot of new teams, new team names that we've got to get used to this year.
It's going to be difficult for me also, but yeah, we have to deal with it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, look, fantastic having you in here. All the best for the weekend and for the season, of course. And maybe we'll see you on the podium at the weekend.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Best of luck. Thanks.
Next guest, Brian Bogers, I believe.
Hi, Brian.
So, Brian Bogers, yeah, I guess an up and down season last year in general, but how much of that was, just because of missing the first round in Russia because you had a hand injury, I believe, or something like that, and so you were kind of a little bit late, with some training, or was that not really the reason?
No, I think not. Yeah. It was not only that, it's it's not nice to miss the first one because you always want to be with the first one, but no, it was basically the starts. I always had to start outside top 20, let's say top 20, and then I fight my way back to around the 10th. So actually the riding was good, but the starts made the results bad. So.
Yeah, and there were some fantastic results there during the season. But what have you learnt from last year that you can bring into this season to, sort of get you closer to the top 5 or even higher? Is it you training better? Are you riding better? Have you changed some things on the bike? Obviously, the new bike is going to be, from what I understand, quite beneficial.
Yeah, the new bike is really good. But no, I think I didn't change any training, just back to the 2 days. I trained a little bit for this, but we just need to get the starts done and then the results will come. You also can see I had some really good results, and that's when I'm there with the start,
Sure.
So we focus on that.
Standing construct Husqvarna this year. How is the new bike in general?
Yeah, feels amazing. It's basically the colors, but still.
But they have a new chassis and new everything as well, don't they, I believe, or not?
Well, I'm actually still on the old one.
Okay.
Paul's, my teammate, is on the new one. Okay. I'm on the old one. So, no, for me, everything is the same.
Just looking at, when you talk about those results that you had, when you do get those good starts, and we did see on a regular basis last year where you were fighting to be there. If you get those good starts, do you feel good enough that you can challenge for podiums?
I hope so.
Yeah.
But it's like, when you are more times in that position, you also get used to it. You get confidence. If you are there just sometimes, if you are in that place, you are feeling like a little bit maybe stressful on that time, and you spend more energy than what you need to do. So I believe when I can be more time and I can be like relaxed and feeling comfortable out there, then for sure I can make a charge.
And I suppose that goes back to what you said about Russia last year. When everyone was there and you weren't there, you kind of feel like you're playing catch up a little bit because everyone had that first race. A little bit maybe. So when you're going for those podiums, when you're in those positions, it's that same kind of thing, isn't it? You're used to being there. You're with them. When you need to be.
Exactly. So that's what we need to try to get good starts and fight up front.
Can I just say before he goes, huge congratulations because you got a little baby on the way.
Yes, thank you.
You're looking forward to that.
Yeah, of course.
It's going to be crazy.
I don't know.
Good luck.
He'll be sleeping in the garage, don't worry.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Brian Bogers, standing construct Husqvarna this weekend and for the rest of the season as well, of course. Anyway, our next guest is Jed Beaton.
Thanks, Brian. Okay, Jed Beaton from F&H Racing. Hi, Jed. So it's a crazy start for you, actually. New MXGP, new team, new bike, new class, everything's new. Have you had to relocate to Holland as well in terms of accommodation?
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty crazy. Before the season here, I've had to move like all my apartment and stuff like that. Yeah. So we had spent the month in Sardinia, got back for a couple of days, had to pack everything up, go. Then we did a few races, come back, pack some more stuff, go again. So I mean, I didn't think I had so much stuff over here, and then yeah, you realise when you actually have to move, you've got a whole lot of stuff you didn't know you had. So yeah, we were pretty busy with that, but now yeah, pretty settled in. To be really honest, it was like nice that it got cancelled last weekend. For me, it was good to just relax for a bit. You know, it's like I said, it was super busy for me before it, and yeah, now I feel way more relaxed coming into this race. So yeah, it's a little bit better for me.
Actually, last time we spoke to you, we were having a good laugh with you and Kevin Horgmo. You seem to be getting on really well with him, and you actually do seem very settled in the team. But it's not unfamiliar territory, is it, F1H racing? And what do you feel more settled? And has anything changed since you were last in the team?
No, not really. That's what I mean. It was like a really easy transition for me. The only thing that changed is obviously I'm riding a 450 now instead of a 250. So yeah, most of the guys that were there when I was last there are still there. So it was, yeah, like I said, a really good transition for me. Obviously, new teammate, but yeah, we seemed to get along pretty good from the first day. So everything there's been good, and yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel pretty relaxed, and it's nice to be in this kind of environment. I mean, most teams now have like two 250 guys or two 450 guys, so to have one 250 rider and just myself on the big bike, it's yeah, I mean, it's a different atmosphere. It's quite nice, so yeah, it's cool.
Would you say you were well suited to the bigger bike and vice versa? And is there a part of you that's perhaps glad to not be on the 250 anymore?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've always been like a big guy on the 250, but I kind of stayed away from the 450 as much as I could because I know when I wanted to step on it that maybe I liked it too much and then didn't want to go back. So yeah, I stayed on the 250 until I aged out, and yeah, I've made the transition now. Obviously, it's a completely different bike and it takes a lot to get used to, but yeah, I feel more comfortable for sure on the 450. It suits my style a little bit better.
20 seconds left.
Well, you've actually ridden well here. No pressure. We're here in Mattia. You've ridden well in the past here, but I guess the results haven't really reflected it, has it? Are you looking forward to Sunday?
Yeah, I think everyone looks forward to this track. I'm sure every rider said the same thing, that they're looking forward to this track. It's one of the most iconic tracks on the calendar, and I'm sure we all enjoy it. So yeah.
10 seconds.
Not looking forward to the roofs though.
No, I'm definitely not looking forward to that.
All right, Jed Beaton, thanks for joining us, F1H Racing
Bye.
Kawasaki.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. See ya.
He's walking off. You scared him.
Ruben Fernandez, Honda 114 Motorsports joins us now, and good to see you in MXGP, of course. Welcome back to Mattia Basin. Last year, a fantastic race for you. Got on the podium, got the red plate. Good to be back.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't have really a goal set for this weekend. You know, I just want to take it easy, but definitely I'm looking forward to try to do a good race. And hopefully it goes as good as last year, but, you know, we still have to see. It's the first race. We still don't know where we are, so...
Yeah. Good season last year, 5 podiums in total. Were you pleased with the progress you made last year? You made a significant step.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of felt like I went down a little bit after the first... I started really good this season, but then I started making many mistakes on the middle of it. And then I had the injury, and I came strong back from the injury. I think it was not good, but, you know, good at the same time to shed myself on the place again to start building from there. And it was actually good to bounce back on the end of the season.
Obviously, you're still riding for Livy's team, Honda 114 Motorsports, but you're going to be in MXGP. Are you ready for the new challenge?
Yeah.
I know you had a couple of races last year, but obviously you've had the winter to prepare, so you ready?
Yeah, definitely. But still, it felt a little bit too short this winter. You know, we started very early, and...
Was there a winter?
No.
Okay.
No, not even, you know. But yeah, I would like to have a little bit more time on the bike. Every time as I get more riding, I feel better. So, you know, that's why I'm saying I want to go step by step, race by race, and take it easy.
So are they the goals? Step by step, race by race? Or do you have something in the back of your mind that you would like to achieve this year?
Well, it will be good to step into the podium, but, you know, I don't want to pressure myself into it. You know, it's a goal that will be nice to achieve, but, you know, it's not that something I really, really need to go for. Because when you try it too hard, sometimes it works the other way.
Beginning of last year, you were able to ride some Spanish championships to get ready, and you really enjoyed that. Have you been riding the Spanish Championship at home or not this year?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to ride. Actually, it was the week before it was supposed to be this race.
Yeah.
On the second round of it, and then I did some Italian International Championship races, but I wish that I had a little bit more time to race in Spain more, because I really like the preparation of the tracks and the format, and definitely it helped me last year. So.
Okay, well look, we're pretty much out of time with Ruben Fernandez, Honda 114 Motorsport. Great to see you. All the best this season. Obviously, it was a fantastic ride for you last year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you do the same again this weekend.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thanks, Ruben. Okay.
Next guest?
Yeah, up next we've got home rider Ben Watson from Kawasaki Racing Team. Hi, Ben. Okay, so new bike, new team.
Just stand on that square. There you go.
New bike, new team, new colours for you, Ben. What's it like underneath the Kawasaki awning?
Yeah, no, it's been a big change. Definitely enjoying the new atmosphere and the new colours, but you know the season ended late, starting early. Didn't get too much time off the bike, but yeah, when you have that new bike, it's always a new motivation at the same time. So I've been enjoying riding a lot, and yeah, the training's not been feeling too heavy, which is a nice thing with the short off season. So already here at the first GP. And looking forward to it, seeing what it will hold.
You're good buddies with your new teammate Roman Fevra.
Yeah.
Does that make a difference, like when you're settling into a new team and a new environment?
Yeah, definitely. I've been good friends with Roman for a few years now. We've trained a lot physically and done a little bit together on the bikes riding, but unfortunately with his injury, obviously he's not been riding, and his training's also been limited, and it's more recovery for him to get back to 100%. So physically and obviously riding, we've really not done a lot this off season, which is a shame because someone so experienced, and he's a world champion and vice world champion last year, so he had a lot to give me, let's say, to learn from, and yeah, it is a shame, but he'll be back very soon, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting started with him.
Second season for you in MXGP. What have you learnt last year that you can use this year for your experience?
Yeah, my rookie season, I mean, I felt like it went good, but, at the same time I had some races which were, really, really far behind my potential. And if I could redo my rookie year, I would change a lot of stuff going into it. So that's definitely something that I'm looking forward to now. Like I'm full-time with Kevin Strybos training me, and physically, mentally, just on the bike, it's a lot easier because you're not doubting yourself if you're doing too much, too little, or focusing on trying to make the correct program. You leave that in the hands of someone with 20 plus years of MXGP experience, and for me, I trust him 100% in everything that he's telling me to do, and yeah, I think that's the best attitude. So that's one big change that I've had this year that I'm enjoying, and a lot about learning with the new bike, and trying to change the setup a little bit more throughout the season, because last year I had some races where I struggled with the bike, but just tried to, first year, get on with it, just learn, and maybe I should have, changed a few things a little bit more often. So this year I'll be a little bit more fussy with my bike, I think, and try to fine-tune for me a little bit more.
And we start the season here in Mackley Basin, home GP for you.
Yeah.
Nervous, excited to be here? Because I know as a home ride you get pulled left, right and centre, don't you?
Yeah, nervous, excited, bit of both. I don't know, obviously, the turnout, how it's going to be after last weekend, but, now it's a really nice weekend. The track's in amazing shape, and honestly, I think it's going to be really good. I think there's going to be some great racing because, the track's actually pretty deep, soft. There's going to be a lot of lines and different opportunities, so I think the racing is going to be really good. And first GP is always, you don't know really how to feel. And then obviously with the new team, and then also on top of that being my home GP, there's a lot of emotions flying around, but just going to turn that into motivation and enjoy it.
All right, well look, Ben, we are out of time. Ben Watson, Kawasaki Racing Team, all the best this weekend.
Thank you very much.
And I'm sure the fans will be rooting for you. Right, our final guest hopefully is here, Conrad Mewse, and he's obviously got a new team this year as well, Stebbings Car Supermarket, KTM UK, powered by Bike Shore. Conrad Mewse, good to see you.
He's walking into the studio like...
I didn't know if I was ready to come in or not.
we don't bite, it's
all
fine.
right, well look, some last minute changes for you. Has it done anything to sort of hamper your season prep? I'm guessing from what you did at Hawkstone the other week, probably not a lot.
A lot of stress, that's for sure, but no, it's been great. It's It was a bit of a last-minute decision, and to be honest, I didn't really know if we was even gonna be at this first round. So, let alone actually get a warm-up race in as well. So, it's been great. We've had some really nice people come on board. Obviously, Stebbins Car Superstore have come on as a title sponsor. Really turned things around for me and helped me get back on, along with Bike Shore and many other sponsors as well. Obviously, it's a massive team thing. So. Yeah, it's been great. It's nice to be here, and we had a great warm-up race. So I'm looking forward to getting the season started here.
Are you daunted by having to go it alone in any way?
Not really, no. For me, I'm kind of, this year I'm going into it and I'm going to have as much fun as possible. I've got amazing people around me, very close people that I've kind of been close friends with for years. And I know that if there's anything that's kind of not going the way we want it to go, I know I've only got myself to blame, so I don't feel any pressure, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited, really excited for this year.
You obviously had, you've shown us some flashes of brilliance. If you can do that on a regular basis, are you a genuine contender for, okay, certainly podiums, but even better in terms of the championship on the whole?
Yeah, definitely. I say this every year before the first round that I want to get on the podium, blah, blah. But no, I mean, yeah, it would be amazing this year, to really get some great results. And the most important thing for me is giving back to all them people that have actually come in my corner and offered their support. So I'm, yeah, like I said, I really hope for a great year. And we've changed quite a lot of things this year, obviously, drastically. But no, it's been, I think, hopefully for the better. And I think there's going to be a few of my weaknesses, shall I say, will become my positives this year. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Obviously, it's been a while since you won here, 2013, Big World 85s. How cool will it be to stand on the top step of the podium, leave here with the red plate? Dreams can come true.
Yeah, no, that would certainly be a dream. But for me, it's a long championship. Yeah, I'm coming in to have a great year. We don't work all this winter and things like that to come in and go, I want to finish top 5 in the championship. So it's my last year in MX2, and I'm confident going in. I'm fit, I'm strong, so I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, hopefully it would be nice to come out on top this weekend, that's for sure.
Actually, just real quick, when we postponed the event last week, you were originally going to plan on riding on Saturday. Did you ride in the rain in the end or not?
I did, yeah, I did ride, and it was very, very windy, that's for sure. But no, we managed to get a day in. It was productive, so yeah, it should be good.
All right. Well, look, Conrad Mewse, Stebbins Car Superstore, KTM UK, powered by Bike Shore. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very
much. Wish you all the very, very best. I know you're a one-man band this year, but all those army of people behind you as well. Have a fantastic season.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right, let's just give you a quick reminder as to how you can follow us this year on MXGP TV. There you go. Look, buy now. There have been some fantastic deals leading into this race. Immerse yourself in the action with MXGP TV, and of course, it's commercial-free as well. So from that side, it's the only place to watch. But before we go anywhere, Lisa and I, fantastic show.
Yeah.
Anybody there kind of springing any surprises, or was it just as you expected?
I don't know. I think it's as you would expect it. But now I've spoken to all the guys, everyone's ready to go. Do you know what? I'm really looking forward to this year.
Me too. And if it's
I'm
anything
fully
like,
warmed up now.
Absolutely. If it's anything like last year, then we're in for a treat. We'll be back tomorrow live on MXGP TV. 1:40 is our broadcast time for the first 125 race. We've got EMX Open as well, and of course the MX2 and MXGP qualifying sessions. And that's about it. So last year was fantastic. This year is about to get underway. And as Lisa and I say goodbye and see you tomorrow, and for the studio show next week in Italy, here's another quick reminder as to how 2021 rounded out. It was fantastic. Hopefully we get more of the same. See you next time.
We thought the 2020 MXGP season had thrown everything at us. We were wrong.
Oh, Gajser throws it down!
It's difficult to believe that I'm fighting for the 5th world title,
I was like, let's pull out, because it's almost impossible.
He's somehow got himself back into this race. He goes around the outside. The crowd on their feet.
We start really good this season. We are looking more for a GP win now.
There is absolutely nothing in there. It ends in tears. Bikes and bodies in the track.
We need to be there every single weekend, and you cannot have anything happening, basically.
That's Renaux. He is crowned MX2 MX2 world champion.